camera. Okay, so with a longer book, we have a lot more time for a lot more problems to get a lot more sad before things can get better. Though things aren't going to get better, are they? We learned that at the beginning. I mean, we're warned. We can always hope. But the title too says this is a series of unfortunate events, not just one unfortunate event. There's going to be a lot of these suckers. So at the end of these two chapters, what can we infer? We are going to infer, not analyze. Analyzing involves asking how a piece fits into a whole, which looks backward with knowledge. Instead, because there's so much story we haven't read, we're going to infer. You may have heard this called guessing or making predictions, which looks forward with limited knowledge. Infer, or what has been established for the rest of this book and possibly for the series. Well, one, we see the Baudelaire children being resourceful. They have a problem and they kind of figure out how to work with it, or to, I don't know about fix it, to work through it, to work around it, to maybe solve this problem. Yeah, they solve it. So they're being resourceful. They use what they can and they get through the problem. We see them working together. Each one, Klaus reads a lot, so books, Klaus. We didn't see really the other two doing their talent yet, but we do see them working together to prepare the meal. They create a pocket of coziness where they are, almost happiness, almost that they're on the edge. That's all I'm gonna say. So even in the misery, together, they are able to create a little bit of feeling homey. And then right after that, what do we see? We see Count Olaf destroying their success. When a caring person might have celebrated their success, you did it, look at you, I'm so proud, that's so great. Count Olaf says, that's all wrong. We see Sonny and then the other two, the older two Baudelaire children, being threatened, in danger, and vulnerable. We see, these aren't in order, because now we're going back to Justice Strauss. We see, in this case, Justice Strauss, that there's somebody nearby who's friendly and helpful to the children, but does not save them. Does not save them. We see that Count Olaf is interested in their fortune, does not care about them as people, not even personally, but not even generally. So not personally like, let me learn more about you so we can get to know each other. Not that, but not even, oh, you're a human being, so I'm going to treat you well. Not that either. What he's interested in is their money. And we see that Count Olaf has a support group in his troupe. He has people behind him who are cheering him on, even though what he's doing is acting very badly. So there are some things that I know from reading the series or watching, I'm just going to say reading the series because it's starting to get hard to differentiate between the movie, the series, the televised series, and the book series. But I do know that Sonny and biting and cooking come to be important and solidified in the series. So Sonny is a baby, and what she does now is bite, but eventually her biting is combined with food prep, and that becomes Sonny's talent or her ability. Okay, so the last thing I want to acknowledge, even though what we're making, we can't really guess. I mean, we're so close in, and if I hadn't read anything, probably I would have a lot more questions, or I don't know, than I would have predictions or answers or connections made at this point. But this is, even though it's hard, even though we've given ourselves a task, I've given myself a task, it's possible. It's possible to look at the food at this small juncture in the story and say, how does it work? What does Daniel Handler or Lemony Snicket do to make this puttanesca? How does he use the puttanesca in the story? We didn't end this book with an analysis question or statement like we usually do. What we do have are some inferences that we can use to look for patterns or to use for analysis when we can look back with more knowledge, say after finishing the series or even the book. See y'all next time.